Tov, welcome everyone to our Melave Malka Rachamim. Please, I want to see you.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you. So, we're welcome to our second Melave Malka in a row. B'zchut David HaMelech, Alav Shalom, Malka Meshicha. Da'i Sudata de David, Malka Meshicha. This is the Suda of David HaMelech. And today, it's even stronger on Melave Malka because this week our Melave Malka is the first seconds of Shovavim. The first seconds of the 6 weeks that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave us, the biggest matanot. As the Rosh Yeshiva of Nahar Shalom says, the biggest matanot that Hashem gave to human being is this week's of Shovavim. More than Aseret Yemei Tshuva, they say. More than Aseret Yemei Tshuva. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave these weeks of Shovavim. Whoever wants to take advantage of these 6 weeks to make tikkunim, every mitzvah that you do in this 6 weeks, whoever tries to make letikun hayesod, you could fix all the pegams of your yesod that you did from the day you were born until today. If you take advantage of it. If you don't take advantage of it, you can hear Masechet Gehinom from today till tomorrow. It's not going to help you. What's the point of listening to Masechet Gehinom if you're going to eat more, you're going to drink more? Come on. Somebody told me out of depression, he ate even more, he drank even more, he did even worse. So what was the point of hearing about Masechet Gehinom? There's no point of it. He just made it worse. Masechet Gehinom is supposed to teach you what's waiting for you. And one person told me he didn't know Masechet Gehinom, the first 3 levels of Gehinom. I told him, you don't know what's waiting for the next 3 levels. We're going to talk about them today. Just what's going on if a person, Chas v'Shalom, hurts another person's feelings. If a person put a name on another person, put a nickname on another person. If a person hurt somebody. If a person knew that a person was going to make a mistake, but he didn't stop him. All these things we learned in Masechet Gehinom last week. He goes to the first level of Gehinom, second level of Gehinom. What's waiting for you over there? When this is without talking about Kafakela, without talking about Chibut HaKever. And you know, with the famous Masechet Gehinom in the Gemara, there's a famous Masechet Gehinom. It says over there, whoever eats Sudat Melave Malka, this I call Melave Malka every week, not just when the shul has it or once in a blue moon, is Nitzol Medin Chibut HaKever. But it's not 100%. This Suda is a Sigula. It's not 100%. This Suda is a Sigula to be saved from what we call Chibut HaKever. This Chibut HaKever, even Yehoshua bin Nun, the student of Moshe Rabbeinu, who stood in Mount Sinai and he didn't do the Chet of the Egel, and he was saved from the Chet of the Egel, he still has to go through Chibut HaKever, says the Zohar. Why? Yehoshua bin Nun, he wasn't over there. Why does he have to go to Chibut HaKever? Because the Zohamat of the Nachash, how do you say Zohama? The stain of the Nachash that he left by Adam HaRishon, every human being has to go through Chibut HaKever. What's Chibut HaKever? The Ari HaKadosh says in Shar Gilgulim, and he brings in the name of the Zohar HaKadosh, and Rabbi Yehuda Ptai has a whole chapter on it in Mechat Yehuda, that after a person passes away, after they leave him, 4 angels come and they open up the grave a little bit. They make enough space for a human being to stand up, and each one takes the human being from one side and they do chavita. What's chavita? Not the eggs. You make chavita in the morning. They take a person and they smack him with the neshama together in the body. How scary is such a thing? And what kind of angels? Angels that you've never seen in your life. You would never think of in your life. The scare of these angels, the way they're so scary over there, the neshama wants to die itself once again. That means our human being is alive in the grave after he passes away. And this is called Chibut HaKever, and they take him, after he passes away, they take him, and they take each one of them 4 sides, and they smack him, and they ask him, what's his name? And if you say Rachamim, they're going to smack you again. That's not your name. That's not the name that you're looking for. And they smack you again. For some people, Chibut HaKever can last for more than 1 year. They're smacking him. And every time they smack him, the Zohar HaKadosh says they break every single particle in his body. They break him one by one. They make him, in Bukhari say, tke, they make him. Like this, tke, piece by piece. Like sand, they make him. His bones in his body. And they break him again. They say, what's your name? They put you together. Rachamim. Again, shtrach, they break it. These are angels. They know what they're doing. They're alufim in their job. And they take you again and they break you again. What's your name? Rachamim. No, it's not your name. Until you don't tell them a special name, they don't leave you alone. And what name is that? That's the name of your Yetzer Hara. Because Rachamim is the name of your Yetzer Hatov. They don't want to know the name of your Yetzer Hatov. They want to know the name of your Yetzer Hara. And they take you, what's the name? You don't know what the name is. You have to, the Sigula, to know what the name of your Yetzer HaTov is to say a pasuk before you say Oseh Shalom that starts with the first letter of your name and the last letter of your name. But that's just a Sigula. You know what Sigula is? It's something good to do. It's something good to do. But doesn't mean that it is going to tell you what your name is. Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye says a story in Minhat Yehuda of a person who wanted to know what the name of his Satan was. They wanted to know what the name of his Yetzer Hara was. And he asked the Ben Ish Chai and he told him, I don't know what to tell you. You got to tell from Shamayim, they have to let you know what the name of your Satan is. He asked Rabbi Shimon Agassi, he told him, listen, I cannot help you. You have to find out by yourself. He davened for this day and night. He davened. What was the name of it? He wanted to know why. If you could know the name of your Yetzer Hara, if you ever have an inclination to do an advar, you could tell him, hello. You say your name, his name, say, stop it. And he leaves you alone. By saying his name, he just stops it. Anyone who has an inclination to do an advar, that's a Rabbi Aftaye, right? You just say the name of your Yetzer Hara right away. He leaves you alone. He was davening until he sees in a dream, he sees the Yetzer Hara. And he sees him, he writes in the book as a Ishmaeli. I say Ishmaeli, an Arab. He sees him as an Arab, and this Arab wants to fight against the Jews. You see, he sees him, he's an Arab, it means his Yetzer Hara still didn't get to a level of zichuch. How you say zichuch? Purification. He didn't get to the level of purification, and he wants to fight and he tells Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye in a dream, my name is so-and-so. And the name of my wife, because your Yetzer Hara has a female side and a male side. The name of my wife is so-and-so. And Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye wakes up in a dream. And then he works on his Yetzer Hara a lot. He sees in a dream that his Satan eventually starts to read Zohar HaKadosh. And he understood from his dream that his Yetzer Hara turned into his Yetzer HaTov. And his Yetzer Hara cannot make him do Averot anymore. And don't think, guys, you reach levels of spirituality, suddenly you're going to feel like you have wings, and you're flying in the air, and you can tell people Shoresh Nishamot, and you can read people's forehead. When Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye was fixing the soul of, I don't want to say his name, that Mashiach Sheker, that fake Mashiach, I don't want to say his name, he told him that you have Ruach, you know, the Ruach, Nefesh, Ruach, Neshama, you have Ruach already for 15 years, and you don't know about it. That means Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye, he didn't know 100% that he had Ruach inside of him. Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye, he didn't know. He already reached the level of Ruach for 15 years. He already had it inside, but he didn't know. When Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye writes in his book, Minhat Yehuda, that if people would know how to deal with Nishamot, people would not deal with Nishamot, they would bring Mashiach so much closer that you couldn't believe it. Even the Ben Ish Chai, you know what the Ben Ish Chai is? Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye writes in the Ben Ish Chai that a Neshama like him was supposed to be born in a time of the Tanaim. Time of the Nishamot that lived in time of the Mishnah. Rabbi Yehuda Anasi, Rabbi Matya ben Harash, all those Sadim, he was supposed to be born then. But they had mercy on our generation, they put his Neshama over here. And Rabbi Yehuda Aftaye says he didn't even know how to fix the soul of Shabbat. I don't want to say his name, that Mashiach Sheker, he fixed it. And by doing that, he brings the Geulah so much closer. The Geulah is so close, we don't even know. Me and my father joke a lot about it. I don't know if you guys pay attention in the shul. We don't really joke, it's really serious. The Geulah is so close, Rabbotai, you could feel it in your fingertips. You could feel it like this. You could feel the Geulah is close. The Geulah is close. You could touch the Geulah. You could touch it. You could touch it. We just have to take it inside. You're very warm. I love it. You got to take the Geulah inside. You got to bring it. We don't want it. Why don't we want it? Life is good. We don't want the Geulah, Rabotai, but the Geulah is so close. Why don't we want the Geulah? Because we're comfortable in our life. Stimulus check. Free kesef is aha. This and that. Even with all the balagan in New York and in America, life is still good. At least we don't have a lockdown. Jews are not killing Jews in this country like what's going on over there. Life is good. Rabotai, we have to pray for Yerushalayim here at Kodesh. I don't know what happened. I took a nap. I woke up with some kind of neshama. I don't know. We have to pray for the Geulah, Rabotai. We got to sit down in Tikkun Chatzot. I'm telling you, whoever wants to get married, he ran away. Whoever wants to get married has to do Tikkun Chatzot. There's no, you want to get married, there's only one Sigula. Only one Sigula, do Tikkun Chatzot. If you do Tikkun Chatzot, you're going to get married, Yebayot. Yebayot. It's going to be clashes. Clash. You know what clash? It's going to be, you want a true Balzug, you want it to be Kedusha v'Tahar. When is Chatzot today? Today, 12 o'clock. Exactly. There's 2 days of the year where Chatzot is exactly 12 o'clock. And the first day is the first day of Shovavim. Because if you fix your Yesod, the Badzuk comes closer. If you don't fix your Yesod, the Badzuk comes with Bayot. It comes with all the. You're checking if I'm right. It's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Listen, 11:59. That's what they say. It's 12 o'clock. That's all. Get out of here. Who are you gonna trust? My money or me? Come on. So 12 o'clock is Chatzot. This is Tevet right now. And if a person does Tikkun Chatzot, why? What are you praying for in Tikkun Chatzot? What are you davening for in Tikkun Chatzot? The Shekhinah Kedosha. Every midnight, the Shekhinah cries out, Kalani Meroshi, Kalani Mizroi. I'm away from Yerushalayim. I was learning Etz HaChaim, Shar Mem Gimel, chapter, the gate 43. I was learning it this past week. And it says over there, listen to me very carefully, guys. This world is the world of Asiyah. Which sphere of the world of Asiyah? Malchut. Of the Malchut of Asiyah. What's Gan Eden? Bina. The Malchut, the Asiyah. And after we pass away, to get from Malchut, the Malchut of Asiyah, to Bina, the Malchut of Asiyah, we have to pass with the Sfirot of Yesod, Ahod, Netzach, Tiferet, Chesed, Givurah, that, and then we get to Bina the Asiyah. That means to get from Malchut, the Malchut of Asiyah, to Bina, the Malchut of Asiyah, we have to pass through 7 Sfirot. 7. And between every sphera over there is Gehinom over there. In Gan Eden and Gehinom. We have to go through every single one until we get to the Binah the Malchut Asiyah. When we get to Binah the Malchut Asiyah, what do we do over there? We just sit down, drink tequila all day, Don Julio. We drink, we have fun over there. What's going on in the Binah the Malchut Asiyah? You know what's going on over there? Whatever Adam HaRishon's job was to do when he was made, we go back to do our previous job in this Binah the Malchut Asiyah. Whatever our job was to do over there, that's what we do when we pass away after 120 years. And if we don't do it when we get over there, you know what happens? We go through every Gehinom, every cleansing. And as the rabbi explained, if we don't cleanse ourselves before we get to Bina Malchut, you know what happens to us? There are certain averot we have to get back down over here, and there's no way we can get to Bina Malchut Asiyah because our averot are so great, including in those averot is the averot of the Yesod. The Yesod. Yosef HaTzadik, Ben Porat Yosef, Ben Porat Ale'ain. If we don't fix our Yesod, we're not going to get to Bina Malchut Asiyah.
This week's Ben Shnai V'Echi bed with nice.
Exactly. That's exactly what he was talking about. And what does Ben Ish Chai say over there? That even the pegam of the machshava is worse than in the Asiyah. So let's learn, Rabotai. Last week we talked about the first 3 levels. Is it tzadikim, yavo. We talked about the first 3 levels of the Gehinom. Today we're going to talk about level 4, 5, and 6. Level 7 we're going to save for next week. Because whoever goes to level 7 doesn't come out. Whoever goes there, and some people that I know, religious Jews that keep Shabbat, Masim Tovim, are going to the 7th level. And they're never coming out.
You tell them this?
They're not going to get up in Olam Haba.
You tell them this?
And they're going to go over there, and you know who's going to be their cellmate? Yoshka. But before we're going to talk about their cellmates, I want to read you one chapter of Masechet Gehinom that it deals with all of us over here. Perek Gimel of Masechet Gehinom from Eliyahu Dividash. Baal Reshit Chochma. Tanya. We learned in a Braita. This was a specific Braita that was written in the time of the Tanaim. Gimel Yordin LeGehinom. This is before I tell you about the 7th level. Before. 3 go down to Gehinom. Ve'einam olim. They don't come out. This is without telling you the 7th level. This is just 3 go down and don't come up. Habal Eshet Ish. One who does Chas Shalom promiscuity with a married woman. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's 3 levels of that. There is Machshava, Dibur, and Maaseh. Maaseh goes down to the Asiyah of this and doesn't come out. I said the actual action. Dibur, talking, flirting with a married woman. Flirting with a married woman goes to the Gehinom of Asiyah, of Yitzirah. Gehinom of Yitzirah, he doesn't come out.
Wait, that's only if he's talking with intentions to do something.
No, he's talking and he's enjoying while he's talking with her. And the third one is a person who has machshava with a married woman. Chas v'shalom, lo aleinu, lo al am Yisrael. He goes to the Gehinom of Bria. The higher you go, the worse it is.
But you're not going to get it regardless.
You're not gonna get out of those places. There is 3 levels of Eshet Ish. Abraham, I love your shtraimel. Please, please. You're giving me kedusha just by looking at you. Number 1. Actually, the maaseh. That's Gehinom de Asiya. Dibur, flirting. With a married woman, flirting. How do we know this? It says, Al tarbe sicha, Ariel. Al tarbe sicha imaisha. How many barbers that I know? How many barbers? Suddenly they bring their kid to the haircut, this, that. They start talking. Oh, my kid, this, that. It's a isur to speak to a married woman. Be'ishto amru. They said, don't talk to the married woman. The Gemara says, what are you talking about? Don't talk to a married woman. Maybe to a married woman, no? No, they're talking about your wife. Kal v'chomer. Be'eshet chaleo.
How many clients? You have to talk about their child.
No, okay.
You have conversation with their parents.
Guys, everybody said common sense. Talking.
Common sense, guys.
Flirting is different.
Flirting is this. Oh, what are you doing? You're wearing, huh? You know how you know when the flirting? What's flirting? You know what that is? When your heart starts to go. The Yetzer Hara starts to wear. Fire. That fire comes from where? The Gehinom of Yitzirah.
So she's single, it's fine?
Why are you laughing?
If she's single.
Huh?
If she's single, you stop talking like that.
If she's single, he doesn't talk about that. But I don't want to know where he's going either. He's going somewhere. Number 2, Hamalbin pnei chavero berabim. One who embarrasses his friend in public. Michael, are you listening? One who embarrasses his friend in public is one of the 3 yordim. Ve'inam olim. They go down and they don't go up. Guys. Wait, Michael, before you're going to ask, can I tell you something? You think it's a joke when the Braita in Masechet Gehinom says, before Yom Kippur it says, Mechelot ored, Mechelot orim, Mechelot ored, Mechelot orim. What is this over here? It's a shuk shel Mechelot over here? What is a shuk shel... When you say Mechelot ored, you have to say Mechelot orim. You have to have kavanah mamash, I forgive you. If you don't forgive the person, ze lo oved. Michal, you're not listening. Ze lo oved. This person goes to Gehinom and he doesn't come out. If you embarrass a person, I will tell you, I see this with kids all the time. They embarrass each other so much. It's worse than killing. It's worse than killing. You have to teach the children not to embarrass. Because Yeradim, am azeh panim. They're am azeh panim. They embarrass each other. They enjoy. They have fun from it. I'm just joking around with him. These kids, chas shalom, go to, and if they don't go to Gehinom, they're gonna suffer in this world. You know how many people I know? I know one person. I know lo aleinu lo am Yisrael. When he was in his 20s, he was embarrassing a couple of people, and now his children go through the same thing what he used to do to other children. I see it with my own eyes. I don't say anything. I see it with my own eyes. He used to do the same thing to kids. We used to go to the same shul. He used to do the same thing, and I see it with my own eyes. His son goes through the same Gehinom. Abotai, don't ever mess with the children. The children you have to teach your children, you have to teach them how to have, serza, we say. You have to teach them lift tov. The Perkei Avot says 3 things. What's the eyes? Ayin tova, ruach nemucha. But what says left tov? Left tov is the most important thing. Rabbi Elazar ben Arach says the most important thing. Never to make fun of another human being. What's the 3rd thing? Whoever goes on again doesn't come back. Hanishba b'shem Hashem l'sheker. One who swears in the name of God and he's lying. He goes down to Gehinom and he doesn't come out. He doesn't do teshuvah, of course. Whoever enjoys when his friend is making fun of, whoever makes jangarozi between a man and his wife, those people go down to Gehinom, the Braita says, and don't come out. Whoever, you know how many people do such a thing? I see it. They go to the husband, your wife, you know how she's walking outside, your husband, what's he doing over there? What's it to you where they were, where they've been, what they said? And they do sikhsuch. Why? The Yetzer Hara, the nachash inside their neshama cannot come down. They need to make some sikhsuch. Those people go down to Gehinom and they don't come out, says the Braita. ולהביא מריבה ביניהם, ובכל ערב שבת, what do you do to these נשמות? מוליכין אותם לשני הרים של שלג, ומניחין אותם שם. Every Erev Shabbat, their neshama are so burning hot, the whole Shabbat, they have to stick them inside a mountain, a spiritual mountain of ice. The whole Shabbat, they're there cooling off in the spiritual mountain of ice. ובמוצאי Shabbat, what's happening right now? מניחים, מחזירים אותם למקומם, ומלאך יוצא ורודף אותם, ומחזיר אותם למקומם בגיהינום. And there's a neshama that comes out, the neshama that come out every year. It's happening right now. Whoever does Chilul Shabbat and whoever takes out Shabbat earlier than he's supposed to, a malach comes out and they throw these neshamot back to their places in Gehinom. Umehen notnim sheleg, and these neshamot, these bechoreki, these neshamot, they're so, the fire, the ash, the cleansing agent is so destructive over there, Michael, that they steal from these places of sheleg, they steal from their ice to cool themselves down in Gehinom. You know, one guy, I remember, he told me, okay, maximum, I go to Gehinom, all the Jama'ah is going to be there. All the friends are going to be there. Everyone's there together. We're burning. As long as we're burning together, what's the big deal? Today we're going to learn Masechet Gehinom says everyone who burns in Gehinom burns separately. You don't see your friend over there. You're all alone over there. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something from the Ari HaKadosh. Or as my Russian friend says, Ari HaKadosh. They say, the Ari HaKadosh says, whoever learns Torah, Michal, you're not listening. Can I tell you a secret of secret? The Ari HaKadosh says, whoever learns Torah, en ur shel Gehinom sholet bo. The fire of Gehinom cannot touch him. So the Ari HaKadosh asks a question, if the fire of Gehinom doesn't touch him, what is he? He's going to do all the avirot in the world, go to, and he's not, what is this? What is this? Gilgulim? The Ari HaKadosh, you know what Rabbi Shimon Agassi says? He's going to go down to Gehinom. The fire might not touch him, but trust me, there is enough punishment inside Gehinom, even without the fire.
Just the fire.
Just the fact that you all alone, just the fact, the smell over there, the smell, the sulfur. You ever smell sulfur? Like rotten eggs. You ever smell that? Like the smell, the dirt, the garbage over there. Just the smell is enough of a punishment. Even if you learn Torah, it's still gonna clean you. It's still gonna clean you. Rabotai, just the smell. You know what? The Midrash says when it was Makat Choshech in Mitzrayim, you know what kind of Choshech it was? Thick Choshech. Choshech that enveloped you, that you couldn't move from the scare. You know what kind of, it says over there, that the Chachamim used to say, Masechet Ta'anit, it says over there, they used to cry to Hashem, they shouldn't see the Malach HaMavet when they die. They don't want to come down to this world just because they have to go through the experience of dying. And Gemara says, what's the whole bad? Okay, you die. What's the big deal of dying? That moment that they die, when they separate the soul from the body, just by looking at the Samech Mem at that moment, it's such a pain. It's such a hurt for the Neshama. He'd rather go to Gehinom just not to experience that moment of death. Just not to experience that moment when your neshama is separated from your body by looking at the Malach HaMavet. You rather go to Gehinom. That means the whole Gehinom is worth rather to go there than to experience the moment of death. That's how scary the moment of death is. And tzaddikim, they have the zchut, their neshama comes out benishika, with a kiss, the kiss of the Shekhinah HaKadosha. Moshe Rabbeinu was scared to die for one reason, to see the Malach HaMavet when he died. That was the only reason why he was scared. He didn't want to see the Malach HaMavet. You know how scary the Malach HaMavet is? The Midrash says he's so scary, the Malach HaMavet, the whole world will shake. David HaMelech! You know who David HaMelech is? You know what kind of warrior he was? With one throw of his spear, he sliced 800 men. 800 men with one throw of his spear. I'm sorry, that's what the Gemara says. With one throw, I'm getting excited when I say it. He one throw, when he saw the Malach HaMavet, it's not Skaska. When he saw the Marvelous task. When he saw the Malach HaMavet on Yerushalayim, when he saw the Malach HaMavet, he got so scared, he froze for the rest of his life.
But that's when he became.
When he became cold. Just by seeing the Malach HaMavet, it wasn't touching him, it wasn't going for him. Just his sword was on top of Yerushalayim. Hashem opened his eyes for 1 minute. His soul froze. The blood couldn't move. His blood froze in his body. Who's the Seudah for? David HaMelech, Malka Mishicha. He was frozen till he needed, you're not listening, he needed a woman, Avishaga, the most beautiful woman in all of Israel, to warm him up. And he wasn't allowed to marry her. He wasn't allowed to touch her. He couldn't even touch her. He needed her bodily warmth, and he couldn't touch her. And he had, how many wives he had? 18 wives and 10 pilakshim he had. You know what kind of wives he had over there? So Abigail was one of the 5 most, you're not listening. Abigail was one of the 5 most beautiful women that ever lived. Abigail was one of the 5, and she couldn't warm him up. Why? The Gemara says, because a woman that you tasted is not the same as a woman that you didn't taste.
She didn't have her period, it says.
Forbidden fruit is always better.
We don't care about that. We want to know the secret of secrets.
You're saying that, it makes me sound like she's a pervert.
Chas v'shalom. But David, yes, yeah, the body warm, yeah, the warm, it produced the warm. But I'm saying, my point is, David HaMelech, his body froze. Why did it freeze? Just from seeing the Malach HaMavet, and the Malach HaMavet didn't even touch him. What are we going to do when we're going to see the Malach HaMavet? Hold our hands and sing the Kumbaya? Come on, guys, we're going to play the guitar, play the doire. When the Malach HaMavet is going to come, Abotai, you know what kind of scare it is? The Gemara says that one rabbi, he asked the Nishama of Rava. You know who Rava is? Rava! He asked him, how did the Malach HaMavet take your Nishama? You know what he said? Like taking hair from a milk. That's how it was. That was the pain. Like taking hair from a milk. We have to understand what that means. He said, you're going to come back and do it again? Yeah. He says, no way. I'll never come back again. To see the Samech Mem is such a fright. But you know what the Zohar says? We have it so easy. Women see worse. Women see worse. They see the wife of the Samech Mem.
She's worse?
She's 100 times worse. She's you know what the Zohar calls her? Mifletzet. It's such it's the creature of the wife of the Samech Mem. And you know what? Whoever does Zera Levatala, Lo Aleinu, Lo Al Am Yisrael, it's going to be his wife in Olam Haba. She's his cellmate. She's going to be walking with him. And you're going to be freaking out the whole time over there. Inside the Gehinom, she's going to be your cellmate over there. So you learn Torah, the fire of Gehinom doesn't touch you. But who's your cellmate over there? The wife of the Samech Mem herself. Lamed Yutaf. I don't want to say her name. Lo Aleinu Lo Al Am Yisrael. And you know when she comes to you? When you flirt with the woman, this, that, she comes to you in your dream. She says, come, impregnate me, give me your children, give me your children. And when it comes out in the middle of the night, Lo Aleinu, if it comes out from you in the middle of the night, so what did I do already? What did I do? Run to the mikveh the next morning, run. Like a rocket, one side you're behind, and run to the mikveh. That's how fast you have to run to the mikveh. The Chidah says you have 12 hours to dip inside the mikveh to kill all those neshamot. After 12 hours, you're stuck with them. And you think I'm saying a joke? You think I'm just telling you a story over here? I'm not telling you no story. The halakha is that a person cannot go after his father's bed when he passes away. He cannot go with his father to the grave. What did you think? This is a tzchok? Tzchok asali Elokim? Kol hashomei yitzchak li?
Only for the cemetery. No?
Only for the cemetery. The children cannot go after their parents' coffin to the grave. They don't bury their father. The Chevra Kadisha has to go. Over here they do. Minhag in Yerushalayim is not to go. Why? Do you know who walks after the father? You think you're the only one who walks over there? You know how many children of his he walks over there? Thousands and millions of children. Thousands and millions of children. Thousands and millions of children. You know what I told the kids? I told them, I said to them, I said every time a person does this avera, especially Lo Aleinu with a goya, The Zohar says it's the worst avera in the world. The worst avera in the world to do such a thing. He takes the Yerushalayim, as if you took Yerushalayim and you sold it to the Arabs right now. You sold it to the Arabs. How do you fix this, guys? You think it's simple to fix this? If the rabbi tells you to come Erev Shabbat to do some Shavavim over here, I'm tired, this, that, Yachaju Kaifavat. Kaifavat, you know what's waiting for you in the next world? In the next world, when you're going to see what happens when you do this tikkunim, guys, you're going to come to the rabbi in Gan Eden, you're going to say, Muchikun, let me kiss you, this, that, I love you so much, you saved me from this. Be'emet. I want to ask you guys a question. Look at me. Did I ever do such kind of shtiyot? Never. Never. I feel bad if a thought comes into my head. If a thought comes into my head, I kill myself.
How can you control the thought? That's all I'm doing.
You gotta take the spiritual sword and start slicing.
Wow.
You gotta do that. You gotta take out the 60 soldiers. That's the only way you gotta do it. If you don't take out the 60 soldiers, it's not gonna work. Kriyat Shema Al Mitah, that's the only secret. If you don't do Kriyat Shema Al Mitah, you're never going to be saved. Stop. Drop. So we see over here, if a person, Chas Shalom, does this Avera, if he doesn't work on himself right now, I don't want to know what's going to happen to you, Ba'olam Haba. I'm not scaring you right now. I'm telling you right now, if you're not going to work on yourself right now, Lo Aleinu, Lo Al Am Yisrael, these things, you're going to have to pay the piper. And when you're going to pay big time. Because you think over here, Chai, what did I do? I told one kid in my class, high school kid, I told him like this. You listening, Michael? He once went, this boy, to a CLUB. I don't want to say the word. I don't want to say a word. CLUB. And over there, look at these goyot, lo aleinu, goyot. I said, look between a goya and a yudiya. Look at the difference. One goya just comes to him out of nowhere and gives him, I don't want to say. And I said to him, for all that saliva that went inside your mouth, the Satan went inside of you forever and became part of your neshama. Do you know what they're going to have to do for you in Olam Haba to get that out? You think that goes to waste? They're going to open up you. They're going to do for you open heart surgery. They're going to take out every last particle from your neshama. They're going to open you up like this. They're going to take a knife and open you up and take out this over here. This over here. Rabbi Yehuda Ptaya said, Rabotai, Rabbi Yehuda Ptaya said, he once had a tikkun of a guy, lo aleinu, that he was with. I don't want to say, but I don't want to put these thoughts into your head, but I have to say this for the teshuvah purposes, shavavim right now. I'm giving myself chizuk right now. That he was with, lo aleinu, his son's, I don't want to say. You guys know where I'm going with this. Lo aleinu, one of the chai arayot. He was so ashamed what he did. He went to Rabbi Yehuda Ptaya. He said to him, Rebbe, dai mine tikkun. He told him like this. He said to him, to do a tikkun like this, easy tikkun I'm going to give you. Fast for 24 hours like Yom Kippur, give $270 something l'tzedakah. Yeah. That's it. Mata choshev. He left the chet. He didn't do the avera again. But he has to fix the ketim. He has to go to the washing machine. If you do the washing machine in this world, you're not going to have to go in the next world. You better do it right now, guys. Zechor boracha v'mei bacharutecha, Rabotai. That's why I tell guys, don't look to enjoy your life over here. You'd rather suffer over here. Eov. For one time, Terach was with his wife when she was Nida. One time. You're listening to me, you're not listening. One time, you're not looking at me. One time she was with Nida. Eov suffered for 1 year. Lost 7 children. Lost all of his money. He was multi-millionaire. Had boils all over his body. Nida. One time Nida. And when God came to Eov and he said, that's why you're suffering, because of your Gilgul, your Terach, Eov said, oh, that's the reason why? Now I understand. Give me some more. What are we going to say, Rabotai? Nida, Shifcha, Goya, the Z word. You know what is the Avera of a Goya, Rabotai? You know what it is? Sometimes I daven to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, sometimes I daven. You know what I daven in Shema Koleinu? I said, Hashem, please bless me that I should forget all those things that I saw when I was younger. I don't pray for money. I don't pray for zahav. I don't pray for my children. I don't pray for my wife. I don't pray for nothing. Hashem bless me that I should forget all those things that I saw when I was younger. I want to forget it. I want you to wipe my brain clean. Like yes, wipe it clean. I don't want to remember anything. It bothers me in Avodat Hashem. It bothers me. In the middle of Shmonai, suddenly, Satan plays with you. Some image that you saw 20 years ago, boom. And he's fighting with you. Yetzer hara, he's tricky. He's strong, by the way. He's a zaken. He knows all the tricks in the book. He's going to slice and dice you. If you're not strong, if you don't have a strong backing, you need to have a strong back, he's going to knock you out day in, day. And every second of your life is a new test. And every morning you wake up is a new fight. It's a new Yetzer hara. It's a new Yetzer hara. It's not the same one from yesterday. And he's waiting for you, and he enjoys, because unlike you, he enjoys his job. Unlike you, he does his job. We say in Bukhari, Atachtidil. He opens up his neshama and he does his job because he wants to serve Hashem. We have to serve Hashem like him. We have to knock him out. You got to think of all the tachbulot. You know tachbulot is? Tenak ad Yetzer hara, tikunim, kedusha, tahara. First tikkun is to get married. Married. You cannot fight the Yetzer hara if you're not married. If you're single, even if you're in the level of Nadav Avihu, you cannot be the Yetzer hara. Why? Because half of the Yisurim that your wife gives you takes away half of your Avirot. Kiss your wife tonight. Kiss your wife tonight. Alright? Half of the Yisurim that the Gemara says 3 people, they don't go to Gehinom. One of them is if his wife makes him jingalak. Shish kebab. She makes him, he doesn't go to Gehinom. That's it. She's the good wife. That's what Rabbi Chia. Rabbi Chia says, Rabbi Chia. Amar Rabbi Chia. He says, your wife that makes you bayot, kiss her. Kiss her hand. Say, Tzadeket Ad Hashem. And we have people, Shalom Bayit. What Shalom Bayit? You make the Shalom Bayit. You enjoy your life. Enjoy it, Rabotai. These things Hashem gives you, it's a matana. It's matana, Rabotai. You have to enjoy. You know how much Gehinom is waiting for us? I don't want to tell you. I was reading the Tikkunei Zohar. I'm up to the page over there. I was reading Tikkunei Zohar. You know what it says over there? Rasha. The Zohar says Tikkunei Zohar. What's a tzaddik? What's a rasha? What's a benoni? I even made a mark. It says over there, rasha is a person who's mafreed, who separates between God's presence and God. How do you separate that? By speaking in shul. By speaking in shul, it's like you destroyed Hashem's Shalom Bayit. When I saw that, I freaked out. I'm like, that's it, I'm done for. But then I said to myself, fight the Yetzer hara. I got to fix this now. How am I going to fix it? By talking about it. By making awareness about it. It's hard, Rabotai. You know, last week, guys, we spoke about who goes to the 3rd level of Gehinom, I believe. And it says over there, person who has a shul in his city, he doesn't go to the shul. After I learned that, I was fighting myself this week to go to shul every single day. Why? I forgot about this, to tell you the truth. But once I learned it again, you think I don't keep what I read? I will break myself to keep what I read. To break myself. You think I'm just telling you guys here skaska? What do I need a skaska for? I'm getting paid over here? I want us all to be together in Olam Haba. To learn Torah together. Le'anot meziva shechina. Guys, Olam Haba is not tequila all day. Dan Julio tequila all day. Listening to nice music. How much could you dance? How much? You're going to dance. You're going to become like a monkey. Well, how much could you dance? How much could you drink? How much could you eat? So what's Olam Haba? I'm asking you, what's Olam Haba? The Zohar says, I'm going to tell you. Lit'aneg. How many rich people were there in the world? I want to know. How many? You tell me how many. How many rich people there were? Millions? How many people are billionaires, millionaires? A lot, right? A lot of people are millionaires. There's a lot of millionaires. Who remembers them? You tell me. Who remembers them? Who remembers them, guys? Who? No one remembers them. Who do you remember? Some old rabbi in Bnei Brak, Rav Chaim Kanievsky. He has one table in his house, couple of books. This is who they're going to remember until the end of the generations. Who's going to remember these millionaires? No one. No one remembers them. Like they came, like they left. Like they came, they left. So what are you working for in your life? What? Only Torah, mitzvot, u'maasim tovim. I thank Hashem every day for making me Jewish. I don't want to swear. Every day I thank Hashem for making me Jewish. What does a goy work for in his life? Nothing. He has nothing in his life. Television he has in his life. Sheshbesh he has in his life. Checkers, chess, that's what they have in their life. That's it. What do they do in their life? Nothing. They have nothing. Zero. Guys, believe me. Tell me if I'm saying anything wrong. Take my rabbi certificate. Come to my house and rip it up. Burn it. I don't care. I don't need a certificate too. I remember, guys, I went to take a test. Hashem is my witness. Yudke Vavke. I went to take a test by Rosh Avot Beidin of Yerushalayim. In his office, this rabbi that I went to take a test from said, Zera Lavatala is not the end of the world. Could you imagine how the Yetzer Hara takes the head of the tzaddikim and they break it? Tisnet HaRabbanut, Rabotai, you think Shammai was wrong? You know who Shammai HaZaken was? You say Hillel HaZaken, Hillel HaZaken, Hillel HaZaken. Shammai HaZaken, he was fighting Hurdus. You know who Herod was? He killed all the Chachamim. He took Baba Ben Buta, he took 2 shipudim. How shipudim? Sichim. He took 2 sichim and he stuck it in his eyes and he took it out. And then he put a crown of thorns and he stuck it in his head where his tefillin is. That was Herod. Herod did it to the rabbi Baba Ben Buta. Baba Ben Buta's Rebbe was Shammai HaZaken. You know, Hillel and Shammai HaZaken. When Herod, Yimach Shemo v'Zichro, when he went to court, they took him to the Sanhedrin. All the rabbis over there were like, we cannot judge him to bad because he was the governor back then. Before he was king, we can't judge him bad. Shammai HaZaken said, "What? He wanted to take the whole table and kill all the Chachamim." Yes, this is right after the Hanukkah story. He wanted to kill all the Chachamim. He said, "You guys are Chachamim. Your names will never be remembered in history." I swear, he said, your names will never be remembered in history, he said. You guys, like you came with your Torah, you will die. And that's what happened. Nobody knows who they were. Because even the Chachamim, the Satan goes inside of them. Snat HaRabbanut. Hate the Rabbanut. Rabotai, I'm telling you, we're going to go to Olam Haba one day. We're going to see that guy who thought that he was some shlopinka. We're going to see his house in Olam Haba. He has a pass, COVID pass, to the Yeshiva of the Ari Kadosh, Yeshiva of Hillel HaZaken. What about us? HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Mi shetarach be'erev Shabbat, yochal b'Shabbat. If you worked hard on Erev Shabbat, then you're going to eat on Shabbat. And I don't want to swear to you guys. I'm sorry for saying the word swear so many times because my blood is boiling. If all of us here are going to burn for our Yirat Shamayim, I don't want to... I'm telling you, we're going to be zochet to such things. You're not going to... A small tzaddik in our generation could have been a Navi in the time of Moshe Rabbeinu. All of us sitting over here, we could have been Nevi'im if we lived 3,000 years ago. I'm telling you. Yes, you too. You could have been a Navi. If you're religious in this generation, Facebook, Instagram, shtuyot. You open up your phone, TikTok. TikTok to the Satan. Oh, the Yetzer Hara, things going on over there. One kid showed me in my thing, I had to go to the mikveh with my eyes open. I had to dip inside the mikveh with my eyes open. The mikveh water should go to my eyes. I don't know, I hope so. That's what I did. I'm telling you, I had to go inside. What kind of shtuyot go over there? Such Yetzer Haras. And kids these days go through these things. And then you understand, oh, they don't come out to be tzaddikim. Of course not. Give them more social media. Give them more phones. Give them more things. I fight with my children. If half an hour they watch cartoons, I fight with them and they yell, scream, wait, what? I said, no, you're going to thank me in 20 years. Get out of here. 20 minutes, you're allowed. That's it. Wish and poof. Get out of here. You wishing your poof out of here. Not in my house. You're not wishing poofing. 20 minutes beside some cartoon. But you know how much Yetzer Haras there out there? When I was a kid, would they ever dare to show on television men with men, this kind of shit? Today, it's a mitzvah midoraita for them. I don't want to swear. There is a cartoon called Pete the Cat. Pete the Cat. And this Pete the Cat, it's a cool cartoon. The one of the characters over there has 2 fathers. And those two characters, who do they make them? Jewish. Jewish! Okay, you couldn't pick some other thing? Argentinian, Colombian pick, for the love of God. American, you had to make them Jewish? How the Goyim see the Jewish people? The most liberal Erev Ravs. That's how they see us. You know why they see us like this? Because we're not doing our job. If we in here would do our job, and we're doing a good job, we got to do stronger. Shovavim is here, guys. Please, every day 10 chapters of Tehillim. Every day, after Shachari, 10 chapters of Tehillim. Read Mishnayot. Take upon yourselves. Guys, you know, we live in a society. Kola Mekel, whoever is more lenient is a bigger rabbi. I used to think like that. Now I say just the opposite. Whoever is more stringent is the better rabbi. I used to follow Hillel HaZaken. Now I follow Shammai HaZaken. I'll tell you why. When I was following Hillel HaZaken, mutar, find a kula, you became cool. But when you follow Shammai HaZaken, what do they say? B'Shem HaMekubalim? In the time of Mashiach, who are going to follow? Shammai or Hillel? Shammai, they said they're going to follow. Why? When Mashiach comes, you're going to do Chilul Shabbat. Right, with your hand you did it. Right away, your hand falls off. When Mashiach comes, you looked at somebody you weren't supposed to look at. Right away, you can't see for 1 hour. When Mashiach comes, you played with your thing the wrong way. Right away, you cannot move it anymore. No pills are going to help you either. Why? Guys, the Zohar HaKadosh says, 1 second of Olam Haba, 1 second of Gan Eden is worth, if you would take all the pleasures of this world. Guys, you know who Shlomo HaMelech was? I'm sorry. You know who? Can we talk candidly over here? You know who Shlomo HaMelech was? I'm sorry to tell you guys this. Melo Michael, 1,000 wives. More than this you want? 1,000 wives. Chinese, Japanese, Indian, all 5 kinds of Indians. What else? American, English, European. 1,000. You know what Shlomo HaMelech says? I didn't see anything in this world but Yirat Shamayim. 1,000 wives you had. Enjoy yourself. I saw everything. Poof, like it was nothing. That's what Shlomo HaMelech said. What are we going to say? Sometimes I talk to kids. Why did Rabbeinu Gershom have to make his cherem that you could only marry 1 wife? Baruch Hashem, Rabbeinu Gershom made that cherem. So your eyes will be out of the gutter. Baruch Hashem, he made that cherem. If he didn't make that cherem, you wouldn't have been born today. In his zchut you're born. You should know that. In his zchut. I light a candle for Rabbeinu Gershom Me'or HaGola. In his zchut, because if he wouldn't have been born, 10 generations ago they would have finished the tikkun. Because he made that cherem, we're here today. Thank you, Rabbeinu Gershom. Thank you, Hashem, that we have Rabbeinu Gershom. Okay? So we have to thank the Chachamim, Rabotai. And I'm going to tell you one thing. Listen to me very carefully. I know the secret of this generation. Listen to me very carefully. You guys are not listening. Ariel, you're not listening. You know what the secret of this generation is? Not to believe in Hashem.
No, you have to know.
It has nothing to do with Hashem. We all believe in Hashem. All those Israeli artists, Ten Chelkeinu B'Toratecha, they all believe in Hashem. In the time of the Chashmonaim, they also believed in Hashem. You know what the problem with this generation is? Same as the Chashmonaim. They don't believe in the Chachamim. They don't believe in the Chachamim. Every Chacham for them is garbage. Chachamim. Who believes in the Chachamim? Who needs the Chachamim? All the Chachamim are garbage for our generation. And I always cry to people. I say, guys, believe in the Chachamim. They want for your good. They love you, the Chachamim. What do they care? They live a life of poorness. 4x4. They drive an old jalopy. They live a life only chokhmah, and they're the happiest people in this world. The happiest people in this world. I promise you, I saw this with my own 2 eyes. The happiest people in this world. With their 7 kids and their 2 bedrooms, they're the happiest people in this world. We run our whole life. For what you running? For what? Where are you running? The chokhmah, lo me'ever layam hi, lo b'shamayim hi. I wish, I always say this in my shiurim, bepseni I made it in my life. Bepseni. In my life I made. instead of sitting down when I had the chance to learn Torah so much, I took it for granted. Now when I want to learn Torah, Hashem, the Yetzer Hara is coming to me with his spears, this, that, Star Wars. He's coming to me with his lightsabers. And now I have to fight him. I have to prove to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, I have to prove to him that now I really want it. I'm ready for it. Let's do this. Let's tango. And those Yetzer Haras, I don't want to say HOLLYWOOD. I don't want to say that place in California. The place of Avi Avot Hatum'ah. Avi Avot Hatum'ah. Remember my words, guys. I'm not saying shtuyot. I don't care. All those things they show the kids today, superheroes, schmooperheroes, this, that. They put all these fantasies in people's head. Fantasies, what love is, this, that. They destroyed a generation of relationships. They destroyed a generation of work. They destroyed everything. Everything just get for free. Money, free. Love, free. Everything free. We used to have men back in the day. We used to have men. Today, the men turned into women. How come she doesn't say she loves me? Are you a man or a woman? Who goes after? He's a flower. There you go. Who goes after who? A man goes after the woman or a woman goes after the man? It says by Rivka Imenu, Zichutai Tagin Aleinu Amen. When she saw Yitzhak coming back from the Sadeh, just the sight of him coming back from Mincha, but she fell off the camel. That was men back then. That was our forefathers. Today, men, how glatki you could be, how slim-fitted you could be, how nice you could look, how... Are you a man or a woman? I want to know. Laser, shaving the places, this, that. What kind of man are you? You know what happened? The Satan turned us into women. Because that's his job. To change your job in life. 20 years ago, 40 years ago, you ever heard of a thing a kid got up and said, I feel like I like boys? You never heard such a thing in your life. In your life, you never heard. Today, every other... I don't want to swear. I teach children. I don't want to swear, guys. I'm saying that too much today. Kids, 4 or 5 years old. Where are they learning these things from? Show them more. Peter Cat. Show them. Peter Cat. Amazon. Jeff Bezos. The richest guy in the world. Tesla. Project X. He wants to go to Mars. What the heck you want to go to Mars for? It's all kfirah. I'm telling you guys. He wants to put kfirah in our hearts. It's not what you think is going to Mars? SpaceX, Project X. He wants to put kfirah in our hearts. He wants to show the world that he rules the world. That he could fight Hashem. Yes. Yes.
He's going 2030.
You still guys don't understand what their agenda is? They want to rip Hashem from your hearts, that a human being could conquer anything. There's no Hashem. We could do everything. Melot Zion, you're listening? You agreeing with me over here? That you could conquer the world. You don't want to get married to a woman? It's okay. Man. No men? Besides, they're dogs. I don't want to tell you guys, but I know. I heard that already in some states, they're civilizing humans with animals. They're legalizing unities. It's called unities. It's called, guys, we're living in Sodom and Gomorrah. I don't want to, we have to hold together, guys, hold our hands. We have to stay in Tevat Noach. We are living in Sodom and Gomorrah, Adama Utzvoim. Unities. My wife, she's in a board of the building that we're in. So they had a problem with dogs in the building. So the president, the owner of the building said, today in New York, they give more rights to dogs than they give to human beings.
You get arrested for abusing a dog.
What are you going to say about that now? Tell me, are we not living in Sodom and Gomorrah? Tell me. I want to see who has the guts to tell me you're not living in Sodom and Gomorrah. But Rabbi, we have yeshivot. Be'emet, ze hakol tov ve'yafeh. But we're here, we're standing on the front line. When Mashiach comes, I'm enlisting. If he's going to take me to the army, I don't know if he'll take me. But I'm enlisting, and I'm going to enlist to the front lines. Front lines. I'm not going to enlist for the back. I want to be in the front. This Amalek destroyed Klal Yisrael more than enough. You know what Rabbi Yehuda Ftai writes in Minchat Yehuda? You know what he writes over there? How many nishamot are in Kafakela? How many nishamot? We're here saying Kaddish. Yitgadal Yitkadash Shmei Rabbat to save him from Gehinom. Meanwhile, Bechareki, this guy is running around in Kafakela. Look at the small averot over here. Look at it. You enjoyed your friend being made fun of. How many times it hurts me so much when I see kids doing it, and it's so funny. You holding your laugh, and the kid, Rabotai, you're not allowed to do such a thing, and I'm fighting with the children. I told one guy, I will lose my job. I will get you expelled from this school. I told him, stop doing this in my class. I told him, you're making me lose my olam haba over here. You're making me lose my olam haba. I'm not coming back down to this world. I don't know about you guys. I ain't coming back down here. You guys could enjoy back here again. I'm not coming back here. I'm finishing my tikkun now.
Amen.
The Chida writes in Shema Koleinu that we should pray, we should finish. And you know what I daven? Guys, daven for me. Please. I daven. I don't know anything, but I'm just davening to Hashem. I believe in tefillah. It says, I daven to Kadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem should let me know what exactly is my tikkun. I want to know exactly what it is. I want to do it. Finish it up. But you're not going to live so long. What do you mean not going to live? I came here for a mission. I'm going to do it and get out of here. Peace be unto you, my friend. I'm not joking with you. I'm ready. I'm ready for Mashiach. You know why I want Mashiach? Guys, ask me one question. Why do I want Mashiach? You think because I want to sing and dance and have some fun? See the Mashiach Tzidkenu? I don't care about that. I want to do more mitzvot. I want to bring korbanot. I'm the first one to bring korban olah b'ezrat Hashem yitbarach. Korban mincha, korban shelamim. I want to bring these korbanot. I want to do them. Why? Because God told me to do it. And it bothers me so much, guys. It bothers me so much when people say, I do mitzvot, how come Hashem doesn't give me? Who the heck said because you do mitzvot, Hashem has to give you? Who said? It bothers me when I hear that. I say, who said because you keep Shabbat, you have to be rich? You keep Shabbat because God said you have to keep Shabbat and He's your creator. Listen to your creator. No. I want to keep Shabbat to be rich. Richness will come, B'ezrat Hashem. That's not why you keep Shabbat. Tefillin, to be chacham. No. I wear tefillin because Hashem told me to keep tefillin. I wish I could wear tefillin all day. When I take off my tefillin, I feel like I'm taking away my neshama. That's how much... If the Ariya Kadosh said to wear 3 tefillins at the same time, I would do it. That's how much I love tefillin. How much I love Jewish people. You guys are revelations of God. How could you... Just to kiss Jewish people. Even Goyim are made B'Tselem Elokim. Even the Goyim. But Hashem chose us for one thing, Michael. Believe me, I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you. Don't look at me like that. I'm saying the truth. Hashem created us for one reason. Just look at me. Don't look anywhere else. Hashem created us for one thing. One reason. I didn't drink. Hashem created us to reveal Him, and only you could do it. And only you could do it. Nobody else could reveal Him. That's why Hashem chose Avraham. Because Avraham revealed Him. Noach was alive, and she didn't choose Noach. Shem was alive, he didn't choose him. Ever was alive, he didn't choose him. Arpachshad was alive, he didn't choose him. Who did he choose? Avraham. Because he revealed him. Avraham was ready to be burned in the fire. In the fire he was ready to be. Why? I'm a man of principle. There is one God. What are the Goyim telling us to do? Guys, we're living in the generation of Avodah Zarah. I'm telling you the truth. This Corona has proven it. We're living in a generation where they're taking Hashem out of our lives. They're taking Hashem out of our lives. They're erasing Hashem from the world as Amaleks. Our war is not with Esav, it's with Amalek. Just to let you know how bad Amalek is, even Esav didn't count him as one of his children. To Amalek. That's who our fight is with. You guys don't believe me. Soon you're going to believe me. Soon. Hashem is closing the store. He's closing the store. And you can't run away from Him. You can't run away from Hashem, I'm telling you. New York, Israel, I know people are moving to Israel. I said, why are you moving? To run away from anti-Semitism? I said, you're crazy. I will tell you a story. You're going to shake right now. Shake from the story. Believe me or not, this is the true story. 2003, I think this year was. 2003. One lady. This is when the bombing was in the Sharon, in the Judea, in the Judah and Shomron. In Shomron, there was bombings. The Arabs were killing people, stabbing people. 2003, 2004 it was. I'm telling you, this is a true story. I wish I remember the woman's name. You guys could Google it. This lady, she was scared to live in Shomron. She moved with her family to Yerushalayim. The rabbi of the yeshiva Nar Shalom of Benayal Shmueli. His father of Shalom Shmueli told him, he says today, it was a Friday I believe, he told him make tikkun in the yeshiva. So he told him, tikkun, kakoi tikkun make? What's wrong? What's going on? He says, don't ask questions, make tikkun. He made a tikkun with his thing, with the yeshiva. There was an Arab, he had in his car a bomb. A bomb. These Arabs, they don't care, they blow themselves up. They think they're going to 70 virgins. What are you going to do after you exhaust them? I don't know. So he went with his car. He was going around the yeshiva. For some reason, he was trying to go inside. It was traffic. He couldn't blow himself up by the yeshiva. Guys, look what a tikkun is. They were making tikkunim at that time in the yeshiva. Te'ilim, ta'anit, sigufim. They were doing in the yeshiva. He couldn't get inside the yeshiva to blow up. He made a circle, and he got to a street called what? Hashomron. And right there by the bus stop was that lady who ran away from Shomron. And she was waiting by the bus stop called Shomron. And the Arab got over there, blew her to a million pieces.
Can't run away.
Not only couldn't she run away, she died in the same place. Just he was running away from the Shomron. She got to the place of the Shomron. Guys, you can't run away from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. He will find you. If he needs to find you, he's going to find you. I asked the people, why you want to move to Israel? To run away from anti-Semitism? He said, you crazy. You crazy, I told him. If you move to Eretz Israel to find HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because you want to be more revealed Hashem, go. In Faddal. Enjoy. Send me a ticket. But if you're going to Eretz Israel to run away from your problems, where are you going? You're not running away from no problems. The same God that could find you over here is the same God that's going to find you over there. You have to only go to the place to find more Hashem. Only to find more Hashem. Rabbi Yosef, you know who Rabbi Yosef is? Rabbi Yosef, who's the son of Rabbi Akiva. He came to him, one guy. He was rich. He says, come to me. We'll live in my place. I'll give you $1 million. Free rent. He said, tell me please, do you have a yeshiva by your place? He said, no. He says, if you fulfill me a house full of gold and silver, I'm not going to move next to you. I will only move where the Torah is. He doesn't want to build. He wants to be where the Torah is. Rabotai, everyone here, everyone here is such a neshama to kiss it. Just to kiss it. Simu lev, Michael, simu lev. Everyone here could have been a Tana in the time of Rabbi Akiva. All of you guys could have been the students of Rabbi Akiva. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to make you feel good. I'm telling you a fact. If you guys were alive in the time of the Ariyah Kadosh, you would be his students. If you guys were in time of the Ariyah Kadosh, you guys would be his students. You guys would have been the Rishonim. You guys would have been the Rambam. Tomorrow night is the Hilulah of the Rambam. You guys are ready for it? It's a strong day. We're going to make a Hilulah for him Monday night. And it's the Hilulah of the Avir Yaakov, Rabbi Yaakov Abuchatzira. Who could know the Kedusha of Rabbi Yaakov Abuchatzira? Used to sit with him on the table. Take out the arak. What's going on? 13 shots of arak right now. Bawas Ali's grandfather. Kel, Rachum, V'chanun, Erech, Apayim, Rav Chesed, by the time you got to Venakei, the guy would have been like this. Navi. Rabbi Yaakov Abuchatzira finished the 13 shots of arak, teaching Netzach Chaim. This was the Sfaradim. This was who we were. Soon it's going to be his Hilulah. Rabotai. We didn't even touch Masechet Gehinom because I love you guys so much. It's a new week. It's a week of Shavavim. Guys, let's do Tikkunim together. Let's fix. Let's suffer a little bit so we can enjoy more Hashem. You know, I go to sleep at night sometimes. After I do Kriyat Shema Lamita, obviously. And I try to say Tikkun Chatzot. I try. Baruch Hashem, and I try to do Birchot HaShachar at midnight, and I go to sleep, and before I go to sleep, I say to myself, Torah tziva lanu Moshe Morashat Kilat Yaakov. Torah tziva lanu Moshe Morashat Kilat Yaakov. Torah tziva lanu Moshe. Million times I say, Hashem, please tell me what's my tikkun. Hashem, waken me up. Give me the koach to love you more. Give me the koach to have ahavat chinam. Don't give me money. Don't give me richness. I don't care about that. I care about you, Hashem. I want to cry. The Alter Rebbe of Chabad used to say, I don't want Olam Haba. I don't want Mashiach. I don't want Torah. I just want you, Hashem. I just want you. Give me you. You know, he's here right now. He's right here, right now. He's right here. And I wish I could feel him more. I wish I could shake from his Yirat Shamayim. That's the greatest joy in my life. I never forget this day. I never forget. Once I was doing Tikkun Chatzot. I never forget this day. I wish I could go back in my life and relive this day every day. I was doing Tikkun Chatzot. It's all b'schut of David HaMelech. David HaMelech, I'm saying you guys this. I was sitting down in Tikkun Chatzot by the mezuzah. I took a little bit of ash. I put over here a Chorban Beit HaMikdash. And I said to Hashem, Hashem, let me feel 1% of the Chorban Beit HaMikdash. Let me feel 1% of the destruction. Only 1% make me feel. And suddenly, if you ask Hashem, He's going to give you. If you ask for spirituality, He's going to give you. Suddenly, I felt such a chukata Hashem. I was crying so much in Tikkun Chatzot. I was breaking my neshama. I was at Hashem Yitbarach al Narod Bavel. Some people, what do they live for? I want to get ahead. I want to be a rabbi of Kenesoy Kalon. I want to have respect. Don't give me respect. Don't call me rabbi. I'm not a rabbi. Don't call me these things. I don't need these things. Don't take my olam haba away from me. After 120 years, I want to go up to Shamayim and I want to say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, learn with me chavruta. That's what I want to do. Like Rav Chaim Vital said to Hashem Yitbarach in his special Sefer Chesnion, he said, Hashem, you be my chavruta. You know what Hashem told him? He kissed Rabbi Chaim Vital and he said, you're my chavruta. Sit in the seat of Shmuel HaNavi. Sit in his seat. Where's Shmuel HaNavi? Where is he? He's davening by the Chorban Beit HaMikdash. Since the Chorban till now, he's still crying by the Chorban. I want to be like that. That's what I want in my life. Money doesn't interest, nothing interests me. Just Hashem interests me. Guys, are you feeling what I'm telling you? Just Hashem interests us, guys. We're Jewish. We're Jewish, guys. We're Yehudim. Do you know what goes? You know what's in our neshama? I don't want to. In our neshama is Atzilut, Biriya, Yitzira, Asiya, Ak. Ein Sof is in our neshama. One movement of a Jew, one Hamotzi. You know what you're connecting in Shamayim? I wish we could see these things. Hashem is, I'm telling you, I love Hashem. And I fear Hashem. You know what? I rather fear Hashem than love Hashem. I rather be the servant of Hashem than the son of Hashem. In Rosh Hashanah, when we say Im Kebanim, Im Ka'avadim, I say, Hashem, I want to be your Evet. I don't want to be your son. Because an Evet feels his master all the time. A son makes to his father, Bepseni. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's my son, Bepseni. I want to be an Evet. May Hashem always give us power to... Do you know what... Do you know who HaKadosh Baruch... Do you know what Hashem is? Do you know who He is? He's your creator for the love of God. He created you for a reason. To get married. You know why Hashem wants you to get married? Do you know why He wants you to get married? Because He married us. He wants you to be like Him. He wants you to feel like Him. That's why He wants you to get married. You know why He wants you to have children? Because you are His child. He wants you to feel how He feels. Everything He does because He wants you to be like Him. And we're running to what? Pina colada. God bless Rav Avigdor Miller. God bless him. We're missing these giants. He used to say, you want to go on vacation? Go to the park, for the love of God. What vacation? We're Jewish. Are we Jewish or not? Kakoi vacation. Hashem should make me win the lottery. I give everything to tzedakah the next day. Once Rabbi Tarfon, he was very rich, he was a Kohen, he was very rich. Guys, I'm not joking with you guys. Feel my fire over here. Once Rabbi Tarfon, listen to me, he was very rich. He was so rich, he married 300 women during a time of famine to give them truma because he was a Kohen. So they could eat from his food. He married 300 women. Rabbi Tarfon once told Rabbi Akiva, make me some investment with my money. Make me some investment. A year later, he comes to Rabbi Akiva and he tells him, where's my money? Where's the stocks? Rabbi Akiva says, come, I'll show you. He takes him to a yeshiva, he says, this is your stocks. He took Rabbi Akiva, he kissed him in. He says, you're my son. I'm Rabbi Tarfon, I didn't think of such an investment. And you thought of it. And he became religious when he was 40 years old. Yagdu, say, chor, whatever. Chill. 40 years old, he was religious. You know how he died? How Rabbi Akiva died? They took this made out of metal and they ripped his skin apart while what he was doing every time. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. When they got to his tefillin, he was saying Echad and his neshama came out. And Moshe Rabbeinu said, give the Torah to him, not to me. Give it to him. Moshe Rabbeinu was 10 times greater than Rabbi Akiva. But he said, this guy has Mesirut Nefesh like that? And you're giving me the Torah? Get out of here. Give it to him. Hashem said, Shtok. Zamalchi. In Bukhari, we say Nafasyah. Gungsho. Kach ala b'machshava. Don't mess with my plan, Hashem said. My plan is you give the Torah. When Mashiach is going to come, he's going to be Moshe Rabbeinu. I'm going to say, Mashiach, let's do this. Teach us your Torah. I don't care about anything else. Show me Elakut. Show me Hashem. You know, sometimes I tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu, tell me if I'm wrong. You know what sometimes I tell them, guys? I tell Hashem, I say, you be my Rebbe. Teach me, Hashem. Teach me, Hashem. You be my Rebbe. Teach me, Hashem. I tell him, teach me Torah. I just want to know you. You made me. I want to know you. How many rich people there are in the world? How many percentage of them are happy? I see with my own eyes. Their children go off the derech. They're willing to pay all their bank account that their kid could come back. To Hashem, I tell them, what did you think? Hashem gave you the parnasah. Your kids now eating on Yom Kippur. What did you think? Rabotai, tizaru mibnei aniyim. Be careful from the sons of the poor people. Ki mehem tetzeh Torah. From them the Torah came out until Rabbi Eliezer ben Hurkanos. He didn't eat afar. How you say afar? Dust. He didn't become Rabbi Eliezer Agadol. I'm only yelling because this comes from my neshama, guys. You guys have to say, let's learn more Torah. Let's make more shiurim. Let's do more. Let's do this. Let's letaken olam. Rabbi Elchanan Wasserman, who was in my house today? You were in my house today. Whose picture is by my thing? Of Elchanan Wasserman. His picture is by my bookshelf, right where I learn. I look at his face all day. You know why his face is over there? The Nazis came to kill the Jews in Baranovich. That's where his yeshiva was. The Nazis came. He was in the middle of a daf of Gemara. In Baranovich, the students said, wait, Rebbe, they're coming, they're here. We're in the middle of the daf. We got to finish the sugya. They were learning. Nazis waited. Yimach Shemam. They closed Al Kiddush Hashem. They shot them all to death. You know where his neshama is, Rav Chanan Wasserman? Even the greatest tzaddikim can't reach his neshama. He died on Kiddush Hashem. You think he was scared? He was ready for the next fight. He was... Guys, you're a Jewish? Remember, there is no resting. There's no resting. There's no resting for us. Constant mitzvot, constant. More avodah. Give me more work. I want more. That's why Hashem didn't take Cain's mincha. How come Hashem didn't listen to Cain? You know why? You're doing for me avodah. What are you bringing for me? Rotten apples? You serve Hashem. Eve do it Hashem b'simcha. You're giving me kachmekalut things? You're serving me with depression? Serve me b'simcha. Guys, a new week is coming. This week is Shavavim. I promise you, I'm not joking now. Whoever takes this 6 weeks of Shavavim correctly, you don't know what's waiting for you in Olam Haba. Forget about Olam Haba, Olam Hazeh. That's what's waiting for you. Take this 6 weeks of Shavavim good. Read Tehillim every day. Intikab b'shofar. Say the year son of the Ben Yishchai. Wake up early in the morning, 5 in the morning. Say Tikkun HaYesod. Fast once a week. Come to the tikkun over here. Don't look for ways out. Take upon yourself more avodah. It's for you. It's for your children. It's for your grandchildren. They invited me to go to some Shabbaton. They invited me. I was killing myself. Should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? Should I not go? Should I go? Should I? I said to myself, what Shabbaton if I couldn't go? I said, what Shabbaton on Shabavim? I need to do more avodah. Please, Rabotai. We're all Jewish. We're all Am Yisrael. We're all Bnei Kedoshim. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us more than we want Him. Give Him a reason to show Himself to you. The Rambam says before Mashiach comes, there will be Nevi'im. You know what Nevi'im is? Prophets. You know what a prophet is? You speak to Hashem. More than this you want? More than this you want? More than this? Guys, let's make this into a reality. Let's be mitaken our yesod. La hayot amrav. May we be zocheh to be la'akamash shchinta me'afera. L'shem, our shul. L'shem yechud kudsha b'yechud shchinte. May we destroy all the hirurim ra'im. May we destroy our yetzer haras. May we see HaKadosh Baruch Hu and love Him so much. And may He show His love to us. May we always be connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. May we be connected to the Shekhinah HaKadosha. May we show our love to Hashem Yitbarach. May we be zocheh to walk Began Eden Ha'elyon with the tzaddikim HaKadoshim. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen ve'amen. Rabbi Hananiah ben Akashia Omer.